Yo,
Yo,
I see some things ain't changed, man. Goddamn Anchor app, man.
this is that. Take a couple times to get in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, ain't gonna need to
But we here.
ain't gonna need to step they they sauce up, man.
hmm
So how you been, my brother? Seem like it's been a while.
It's been a while, man. But I've been alright, man. What about you?
Been good, man. Maintaining, another day
Another dollar.
for you.
Enough for you.
So we got a few things we're gonna get into today. I guess obviously we'll start off with the most notable thing that's been making headwaves. Well, two notable things technically has been making headwaves, but obviously the Oscars, Will Smith, Chris Rock, Jada Pinkett Smith situation.
The moment. I
Mm-hmm.
can't. We can't even use that junk. So we so late to the junk to slap her around the world.
Oh yeah, but still was heard around the world though.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Niggas already got that shit off.
Yeah, no. So Chris Rock was apparently presenting a Oscar, or at least about to. And he's a comedian, so he's getting into telling jokes. What comedians do. Um, Obviously, he tells a joke that involves Jada. A couple of them. Um, she didn't take too kindly to the joke. Will Smith took kindly to it at first, but then seeing that she didn't take too kindly of it, so he reacted as any spouse probably would. You know what I mean? Got serious. Walked up on stage, gave a nice, strong, firm smack to Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying? Then casually fixing his suit jacket back up, walking back to his seat.
Wow, love
uh, um, Chris Rock, in shock, played it off as well as he could, saying that he just got the shit smacked out of him by Will Smith. And then they had a brief little back and forth with Will Smith saying, "Keep my wife's fucking name out your mouth." You know what I'm saying? Um, Chris was visibly rattled here. And then, I guess after a few moments, things were back on track. So there was a angle that they showed, like, I seen the other day, where um even though Jada didn't laugh at the Jada jokes, she did laugh at the other jokes afterwards. So it's kind of, you know what I mean? I don't know what to make of it as far as like how serious she was, and like, actually not liking the other joke that was about her. You know what I mean? Because she didn't
Yeah.
didn't seem too mad from the other angle. But I don't know. What do you make of all of this, bro?
It's just wild. It's like it's a super unfortunate incident. Just what I'm saying, since we had so long to sit with it, process it, and I listened to a couple different podcasts and heard
Hmm.
I think it's every, I heard like a lot of different takes of it, and it was just super unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? I still kind of feel the same way I do about it or whatever. Like like I said, I bend and give with today's, you know what I'm saying, rules and stuff. But it's like, okay, Chris Rock, comedian, he could toe that line. But like, have I learned to come up? Kind of got to take what comes with shit like that. For every action, there's a reaction. You can't really tell somebody how to be offended with. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh my bad. That little thing came up. A lot of people say so and so was wrong, so and so Will was wrong, Chris was wrong. I'm not really here to pass judgment or that. It's just a super unfortunate
Hmm.
thing. I hear like so much things like Chris has a condition and dealing with it, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like a lot of process. Just super unfortunate.
Yeah. It's definitely an unfortunate situation. Really felt like could have been handled better. Um, obviously the repercussions that's coming to Will Smith is going to be seemingly monumental. I guess he resigned from the academy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've seen something that said there's some type of lawsuit that's going to be formed against not Chris Rock isn't pressing charges, but some type of lawsuit that's going to be formed against him.
What, from like the Academy or something, the Oscars?
Maybe. But then it was interesting. It was a hefty lawsuit. I think it was like $100 million or something like that. Um,
Wow.
yeah. So it'll be interesting to see like the full ramifications from this. Obviously, it's gonna hurt Will's acting career to a degree. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right now he's executive producing the Bel Air show, which is one of the hottest shows out, at least to my knowledge. I haven't seen it, but according to the ratings and the ramblings from
The
people,
talks, yeah.
yeah, it seems pretty legit. Um, it just be interesting. Like if it was a person to do this, it would have had to been somebody of his stature. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This would have pretty much killed any career that a up and coming actor would have had.
Yeah. It sucks. Like I say, for their reactions. Like, he got to deal with these consequences. And I just hope it ain't as harsh. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like far as my knowledge, I ain't saying the guy's perfect, but he's been a model citizen. You know what I'm saying? I hate for like such a long, illustrious career go down the drain for what I'm saying, one little moment like that and shit. So I mean, what I'm saying, give him a little pow, whatever. But I hope they don't just straight rimrod the dude. You know what I'm saying? Sue him for all the 100 mil to take the Oscar back and all that.
Yeah, but it just comes down to like and that's what I was saying like the other day. It just comes down to like you got to understand that moment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like me, if that was me, like me thinking, I would have to think like, all right, obviously, I've done a lot in my career, but I'm black.
Right.
I don't know how many black people in the academy, but I know it's not a lot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like from my gist of Hollywood, it kind of seems like Hollywood tolerates you, but they be waiting for the right moment to turn on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why it's virtually impossible to maintain a perfect lifestyle like how Will has done. It's I don't like you. I mean, like you said, it's just very unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
you want you want like the pow pow on the wrist, but I just don't think that's how like the academy rolls.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Um, Obviously Chris Rock benefited from it somewhat. His comedy tour is now sold out. Um, did you see the clip from his first show?
Now then, I
Yeah.
didn't see. I heard like, but it was like the part I said was vague. Like you were saying, like he's just still processing. But what did you
Yeah,
hear? What did you see?
yeah, same thing. He's
Okay.
processing what happened. He don't have much to say about it. Obviously he had these comedy shows written out before the incident, so the later shows will probably receive the new material. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So obviously he's alluding to having some material from this as well.
You got to. That's comedy shit too. Like you gotta,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Make light of certain shit, be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, that's all material and shit.
hmm So yeah, that's the situation's kind of starting to blow up. It's been a week now, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just happy. Like it's a gift and curse. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to hear like people perspectives on shit. But I don't know, like certain people's perspectives starting to irritate the fuck out of me though. Not because it was indifferent to what I had.
hmm
It just I don't know. It's just like how we talked about it, is like certain people that like Wanda Sykes. Like
hmm
Wanda Sykes is black. You know what I'm saying? And she was just talking like I expect that from the white people. Like, oh my god, I was super terrified and I'm like, what? Okay. I mean, I guess, but you know what I'm saying? I was like, come on now. It just seemed like a lot of people just dragging it and you know what I'm saying, over dramatic,
Right,
in
right.
my opinion. But like that's my opinion. I can't tell people how to think. You know what I'm saying? I would just think people came up from similar upbringings that I've came up from. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Even though that was on one of the most grandest stage, it was
Yeah,
a slap though. It ain't like he beat the nigga ass for a couple minutes, made him bleed, and you know what I'm saying? So I
yeah,
know niggas probably seen like some shit, you know, or no, that's what I'm alluding to, you know what I'm saying? But sucks that it happened on like one of the most grandest stages and shit. But like people was like, oh my god, he could have killed him. I'm like, it's a slap, bro. Like the fuck. Like that's like my only thing. But like, yeah, hopefully it's starting to blow over. I seen like Chris brother Tony Rock, you know what I'm saying? He talked about it a little bit on his little stand up, John or whatever.
which he alludes that his brother does not has not accepted no apologies, contrary to public opinion. So still gonna be some lingering issues, but they'll probably get that worked out behind closed doors. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe like
Hopefully,
time heals all, maybe.
yeah. Um, and I guess the joke was just derived from I guess we had to mention that part. Jada Pinkett has like alopecia,
Yeah,
which is like hair loss,
yeah.
um, uneven hair growth, and all of that type of stuff. So that's why she keeps the low haircut. Um, I don't, I don't, I don't know if I don't know if he knew. Do you think he knew?
I mean, he might not have.
I don't think he did. The way he was saying like, dude, it was a GI Jane joke. Like I don't think he understood. Like I think it was just face value of low haircuts.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been though. You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
Hmm.
like I said, like I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's like it's kind of hard to explain it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, like Will and them might not care. Or they don't know that he don't know. You know what I'm saying? So they have that factor too. Like, hey, I put it out. I don't know if you know that. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So it's like that's why, like, I don't know. That's why, like, I just to my best ability, I can only control what I do. So I mind my business. I mind how I talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Like how me and you, we cool, right? I
Hmm.
wouldn't talk to you a certain type of way. I don't know how, you know what I'm saying, my beverages is with you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I know Fly Guy a little bit longer than you. You know what I'm saying? So like we might get into a little bit more like, man, shut your pitch ass up, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Right.
I
Right.
don't know you like that. So you know what I'm saying? It's like
Right.
certain shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is definitely respectable. So yeah, I mean, I just feel like in the entertainment world, it's like the dimension is different. It's like Trick Room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, so I mean, I don't. It's real. It's real just hard to speak on because it's like,
Yeah, it could be like that, but like how we is like back in the day, like some people don't be on that time all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate
yeah,
because you think like it's a safe spot that I can make these jokes, but like just you might talk to the wrong motherfucker on the wrong day and shit, and they just pop off on your ass and shit.
yeah. But even still, it's like he was laughing too, though.
Yeah, but I guess that's the whole thing. I ain't never been married or some shit like that, so I don't know. Maybe that shit might have triggered. I don't know because, like I said, he was making jokes before. Like
Right.
he had just made a joke about Will's career. I don't know if Will was like still laughing at that, and then maybe it kicked into him like, oh, what the fuck you just say, cuz? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He could have found that joke funny too, and then seen his wife laugh like, nah, we can't do that. We ain't dang what we doing. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I just, at the end of the day, I just feel like he definitely could have like handled that. Now, I get the emotional thing, but
Yeah, could
and that
have.
and
Yeah,
that's and
wish
that
he would
setting,
have.
yeah, and that setting is peril. You
Yeah.
know that you gotta handle it kind of differently. But I'm
Yeah,
when you
you
do
live and
stuff
you
like
learn. You
I
know what
about
I'm
to say when you
saying?
do stuff like that, you got to be prepared for
Right.
what comes with it. So
Yeah.
I'm quite sure he It's not gonna be life or death. Hopefully, you know what I mean.
I hope not, man.
Well, I'm speaking in like the literal
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, I'm
So
talking
I'm
about
not.
like as far as career
He's
wise. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like
That's
shit like that. But I think he'd be all right. I think he's solidified
yeah.
enough. Like I said, he might be, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
That we having this conversation. Granted, it's a serious thing, but like, oh, white motherfuckers be doing so much worse. And them niggas still be getting their shit off. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like
yeah.
niggas and had like illustrious careers after like rumors of them like sleeping with their stepdaughters, young stepdaughters, and all type of wild shit. A little slap, and this we talking about like, oh no, it might be done. You know what I'm
Yeah, but
saying?
that's the thing.
But
That's
that's the
why it's
thing
like
come with being black.
right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why
Yeah,
you got it's what the parents used to say, walking on eggshells.
yeah. And it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but then the white people act so like, oh my god, that shit is wild, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I feel like I feel like the lawsuit is going to play a big part in like what happens with this guy. And
I
I
wonder how
know
long
he's
that
well
shit gonna be
off.
stalled out. It's gonna be like the Meg and Tory stall out.
Yeah, he's gonna have to because a hundred million. That's a
That's a
lot of
lot of dough
moolah.
cheese. Yeah.
That's a lot of moolah. But, um, I guess we could move on to the other story that's making ton of headlines. This is involving a 14-year-old kid, Tyree or Tyre, Samson, um, who was at an amusement park with his friends and was told time after time that he was too big to get on a lot of the rides and whatnot, and finally was able to get on the amusement park's version of what we call the Tower of Doom, in which you sit down and get strapped in a harness, and they shoot you up to the top of this tower at high speeds, and you know you come down a little bit, and it might shoot you back up. You know what I'm saying? Basically, a up and down adrenaline rush type of ordeal. And he was discharged from the ride near its completion, hurled to the ground at a high speed, and instantly was killed. Um, Now a lot of rumors, I'm not gonna say rumors, but a lot of people that were at the scene and whatnot said that he wasn't harnessed in properly. The amusement park is saying that he was harnessed in properly. He just was too big for the ride, and the attendants kind of whipped on like telling him that. His friends were saying that he kind of could feel something was, you know, eerily wrong, and he was already telling his friends to tell his parents that he loved them in case he didn't make it. So obviously he felt something was wrong with the ride. Of course, the amusement park is going to try to save face for this massive lawsuit that's incoming if it isn't already put in. Um, First and foremost, I want to send condolences to that family because that's the last thing you're thinking about when your kid goes off to have fun for the day. You know what I mean?
Right, man.
Um, how you feel about
Condolences.
this?
Oh man, I feel sad. It's super unfortunate and shit. And it just sucks. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go too much in on the place and shit, but it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Incompetence like that can cost you your job and shit. I mean, somebody their life.
Right.
Cause I mean, like you're not following the safety measures. If the shit wasn't harnessed in right, which it probably wasn't, if he was too big for this shit,
Hmm.
they probably just like somebody, oh, he be alright and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. That's probably
But it's
exactly
like
what happened.
fucked up and shit. You know what I'm saying? And now his family has to go through this to try to, you know what I'm saying, get some justice and like this long drawn out lawsuit. And what do we know the name of this amusement park? Is like a big amusement park. They got like bread that they can probably just stall this shit out. You know what I'm
I don't know the name officially, but it more than likely they got the bread for it, probably.
saying? Yeah. So yeah, it's super unfortunate. I see like a lot of celebrities are like reaching out, paying
Hmm.
for certain stuff for the family and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's just sad because I've been there a couple of times where it's just like, yo, you too big to get on this ride when I was younger. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I get it. It is like, it's very embarrassing. So maybe the attendants just kind of like felt sorry. Maybe he might have mentioned that I haven't been able to get on any rides all day. You know what I'm saying?
right. Yeah,
And obviously when you're at work, you're not supposed to like take that into consideration. But at the end of the day, human to human, you might take that into consideration. It's wrong.
yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean? And hopefully going forward, people will like be reassured to, you know, it might be like you might not want to tell this person that, but to save their life, they need to hear it. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. Those safety measures are there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Please
Mm-hmm.
follow them.
Do do you do roller coasters?
Nah, man, it's like no disrespect for for reasons like this. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
getting stuck on roller coasters, like we talked about this before and shit. Like I'm just no good. And I don't know what will have to happen because like I'll be damned if I'm at the top of the fucking roller coaster and you tell me, oh yeah, this y'all stuck, you gotta climb down, Slim. Like what? Like
Right.
this car got to move eventually, and I'm gonna be with this motherfucking car when that motherfucker move. Like
Right.
what, nigga? You want me to what, nigga? Fuck out of here. I do not do roller coasters, cause you.
And nah, I was ever since I was a kid, I was kind of low on roller coasters anyway, but I would pick and choose certain ones to participate in. Um, I could do regular like old school style roller coasters where it was just like a bunch of up and downs. I wasn't a big fan of like the whole upside down thing, side to side.
Super fast and shit.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan. When I was 15, I got a job at Six Flags. That's my first job ever. Um, and I worked there for about a year and a half, and that was everything I needed to see to let me know that I would never get on another roller coaster again. Um, I was a ride operator or whatever, but I had a water ride, so I think the whole time that I was there, I think my ride only broke down maybe 3 times in the whole year and a half, bro. All the roller coasters around me at least once a week.
That's a damn shame.
At least, bro. Like, the Six Flags is broken down into areas, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you know how it's like Gotham City, and that's all the Batman esque roller coasters, the Two Face, the Joker's, Jinx, Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I was in like a another area, and my area was so old, I could tell it was like one of the first parts of Six Flags when they built it. With the Roar and the Renegade Rapids, and it was this joint called the Sea Coaster, and the Sea Coaster used to break down so much that they eventually had to take it out the park. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah. And it was another one across like the walkway from me called the Iron Eagle, where it'll sit like I think about 40 people, and it raises you up in the air, and it basically is like just flipping y'all upside down, and around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And one day the joint got stuck while they was upside down, and the people were stuck there for like an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And so like the whole rest of the summer, that joint was shut down. Like you know what I'm saying? And that's like all I needed to know because I was like, obviously the amusement parks will tell you these percentages to make shit sound better, but I was like actually being here, like nah, these things breaking down way too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I go to Six Flags, it's gonna be strictly like games or the water park where it's like the pools and all of that.
Yeah, I could do shit like that. My mother used to have to trick me. Well, people, even my mother tricked me
Hmm.
Matter of fact, now as you say that shit, like I think like my last time like really at Six Flags was like when the Joker Jinx was new.
Mm.
That's how I don't fuck with them jokes. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I remember, I think I probably looking the photo album. I think it was like maybe one of my birthdays and shit. Mother lied to me. I don't know what joint it was, but it was like one of the simple roller coasters where it go forward and then it just go back like real fast and some shit like that. It was like a real short ride.
Hmm.
You know, you get on that joint, you know what I'm saying? I give you some money or some shit. She said she gave it to me. Did the joint and definitely motherfucker reneged on my ass and shit.
Oh, okay.
And then I had the little jump. Remember, like, a couple years ago, me and Game and his peoples went out to Vegas and shit. Did that roller coaster. You can see it on my face and shit. Nah, fuck roller coaster. But I ain't want everybody else was like geeked up to do it. I ain't want to be the one to not do it, so I did it and shit.
Oh
But that
yeah.
shit, oh my god, I closed my eyes and all that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely be the one to not do it. Like, like me, I we go to amusement park, I'll be all over the games, like all over that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm just my ride. I just had the shipwreck jump where it's like you get in like the fake little boat, you go up the big hill, you go around, and you come down the little hill kind of fast and make that big ass splash and shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And you splash the people that's like walking past or whatever. So that was super simple and stuff like that. But yeah, I've gotten on that Tower of Doom thing. Like when I was a kid, we went to Orlando Universal Studios, and so I've gotten on something similar to that. And I'm scared of heights, so that was my
Yeah,
fear, you know.
that's one of my fear. Yeah.
So that yeah, but hopefully his family gets justice, man. If the an amusement park shouldn't even be trying to defend this for real. Just quietly settle out of court. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's just the nasty game of corporations, man. Them
Facts.
niggas ain't trying. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you concede and all this other shit, niggas, they feel niggas gonna try and milk you for more money. So they try to save face and try and pay
Mhm.
as less money as possible and shit.
All right. All right.
Oh, quick question though.
Uh-huh.
Like you said, you mentioned you worked at Six Flags. What type of training did you have to do to be like a ride operator?
Yeah, so you get I got hired in Six Flags, I want to say about February. So I was in the 10th grade. You I got hired early, so I was able to come in and train before the park was like even open. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we were just training like a bunch of empty coasters, logs. So the managers and supervisors, they give you like this little ID card, right? And the ID card got your name on it, and it got all the roller coasters in the park on it, and it's two sides. It's a operating side and it's a attendant side. And so they'll take you to a ride and they'll teach you like you'll be standing in front of the little operation podium, bunch of buttons, levers, and all of that type of stuff. And they'll basically just show you how everything works. Now a lot of the roller coasters are simply run. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's like a bunch of buttons and all of that, you really only probably using three or four buttons. All the other stuff was normally for like maintenance when they had to come fix the stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like reset combinations and power surge Remember how we was talking about the other day with the whole power surge through and thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was basically like a bulk of the stuff. Like on operating end, it was a emergency stop button, and then it normally was like two buttons that if you press them together, that's what would start the ride. And then it was another button that you press to, the roller coaster got like a little loudspeaker, and it, start talking a little spiel, don't bring no hats and phones, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, yeah, you had to, once they walk you through the process, you'll had to like operate the joint for a good 3, 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? And let's say it's Monday, so we'll do 3, 4 hours on this ride, and then I'll take a break, and then they might take me to another ride. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then when Tuesday come, I'll go back to the first ride for another 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? I think once you hit 20 hours, like practicing operating the ride, they'll punch like a hole on the little ID card on the operator side. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so then you kind of like officially able to operate this ride smoothly and whatnot. So that's like the whole little process and whatnot.
Okay.
But yeah, uh, operate the ride. Yeah, getting on the motherfuckers. No.
I probably wouldn't even be scared to operate them motherfuckers and shit.
Yeah. See, that's the thing too. Is because it's like. And you might be, but it's like because it's like, oh, that's not that hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like on my when I was doing like the shipwreck, that was like my main ride. That's what people knew me for and shit. It was like you got an operator and an attendant. So when people file in, it's about 12 people can fill in the little log or whatever. Um, I would check like the 6 people on my side to make sure that the little harnesses and stuff like locked in and all of that. And then the attendant would check the 6 on the other side. I used to hate now being the attendant on the ride was like hell. I used to hate that shit because I used to have to do it too when they used to like bring females to the ride to operate it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because it's like on the attendant side you had the it's like when the ride stopped, the little brake like a cut on, right? So you'll have to stick like your foot in the water to kick like the brake up on the back of the log so the joint can operate smoothly again. But it's like because the brake was like metal, you do that joint for like a whole shift, you be scratching the shit out your shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And then like after a week, your shoes are starting to, them don't starting to loosen up. And like, damn, these are about to fall apart or some shit. You know
Oh
what
no,
I'm
yeah, that's
saying?
wild.
And you getting your foot wet. And you
Right.
kind of like, you
I'm
know
like, bro,
what
yeah, we can't come up with a better way to do this
I'm saying? I used to hate that shit. Niggas used to start bringing the little plastic bags and all that. I'm
shit. Oh yeah, I about to say, either it's gonna be that or some beaters.
like, yeah, but I'm like, damn, niggas ain't in hip you or nothing to the junk. Cause I remember I had some Iversons. I think they was like the answers or some shit. And them jumps was down like tough. And I was so used to operating the rides, I used to try to go in there swagged out because you was gonna fuck with like a bunch of females. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So when they hit me with the we gonna have such and such on the ride operating, and since you a male, you could do the attendant. And I was like, at first I was like, no problem and shit. I was sick. I was like, damn, 2 hours in, them Jones was ruined. I was like, damn, that's
Yeah, see,
crazy.
that's that bullshit. Like, what the what, nigga?
hmm But yeah. Yeah, I had fun working there, but you can't fade them roller coasters, bro. That shit dangerous. Pray for the family, man.
Definitely pray for the family.
So speaking of family, Blac Chyna made waves this week, for saying she had to give up 3 cars, 3 luxury cars, because she isn't getting child support. She's a single mother, no support for her 2 kids. Which people will automatically, you know what I'm saying? We talked about this, not even her situation, but we talked about this. People basically manipulating and playing off of stereotypes to be the victim. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, People automatically jump into her rescue, saying that she's dealing with the deadbeats, yada yada yada. Obviously, the next part of the post was hilarious because I forgot who posted first. Was it Rob Kardashian who came on the post and said I pay 47K a year? Got my daughter in the private schools, this and that, and she lived with me Monday through Saturday. So what
I think
kind
that
of
was Tiger.
that was Tiger Eye. So Rob was Tuesday through Saturday then. somebody was Monday through Saturday, the other person was Tuesday through Saturday. So Rob was Tuesday through Saturday. And right after Rob, Tiger did come on the post and then he said his amount and the same thing. So then it led people to believe like obviously she tried to put a plan in play and it backfired. Um, how do you feel about this?
The petty side of me is like, that's what you get. You know what I'm saying? And I like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just think she was probably, especially Rob, you know what I'm saying? Probably trying to use people to get money and shit. Think she's about to, you know what I'm saying, have a baby and just be getting paid monthly and shit. But
Mm-hmm.
like I was talking to Game and shit, I did not know she didn't have custody of her kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be in a messed up situation as a female that had to have custody of your kids and shit. You know, so they always, like I said, fuck with the females and the mothers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought that shit was like kind of like wild and shit.
Yeah, it's super wild. And like you said, she definitely was trying to put Rob in. Remember, she was trying to become a Kardashian.
Right.
And they quickly put a nah, nah. You know what I'm saying?
If anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, if how the shit supposed to go, if they got the kids majority of the time, you supposed to be paying child support. So
Mm-hmm.
you should chill out. You know what I'm saying? Ask for more money. Fuck around, nigga, be petty. And I don't know if they could put your ass on papers.
All right. It's like if you only got the kids on Sundays, which apparently it looks like.
Like, what child support do you need?
Right.
The
Right.
fuck?
It's just to maintain that lifestyle. It's and it's what we was talking about a long time ago when we was talking about PJ Washington. It's like you got the bread. All you got to do is get the resources, and you could have stuff on your side. Cause we done seen like the a bunch of like Chris Brown, Dwayne Wade. We done seen like a bunch of these guys get the custody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like obviously we gonna have to figure out something for the males with less money because they the ones that really need like the super help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah,
Hopefully, hopefully your shorty slip up and you got a case. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Something you
right,
can prove that she's an unfit mother and shit.
right. Which I'm quite sure they could do with Black China.
Nah.
Um, she's Instagram model. I know she has some type of business, but I haven't, heard it in the headlines or anything, so I don't know how it's doing. You know what I mean?
Right. Females be like, it's like females like that. I just don't feel sorry for them because they got the cheat code, bro. Like,
Right.
and they just fuck it up by just being a fucking bird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That definitely, because she was married to Rob or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what, cheated on him, and
Because she was fucking with somebody around Yahweh, right?
yeah, yep, nigga named Michi or something. So I mean,
You
that's
got a nigga that got millions, and then you fuck with somebody around fucking
in the
the
trenches.
DMV area and shit. Make it make sense, bro.
Yeah, like
Like if I like, man, like if I was a bird, but I just take some fucking sacrifices for the bread, yeah. Like if I ain't got like no talent or nothing like that I can live off of, if that's gonna be my lifestyle, I'm gonna move smart. Like you say, like how we always say, learn from people
mm-hmm,
mistakes and shit. Okay, yeah, y'all bitches fucking up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
mm-hmm,
be loyal to the bag.
yeah. Females, they arrogance always gonna be their downfall
hmm
because they feel like they ain't gotta like play by no codes or no morals like that. They feel like they can get the best of both worlds all the time. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's always gonna be their
And they
downfall.
think it's always gonna be another one. Okay, you ain't fucking with me. I'm gonna get somebody else.
Hmm. And it's like, when Black China kind of first came around, it was different because even though you could clearly tell she had work done, it was like it wasn't a bevy of like models.
Hmm
It's like nowadays, it's just bad bitches everywhere.
Yeah, and now we able to find easily click, go to IG. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
IG and
Right.
all that probably wasn't as big. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Now you got your OnlyFans, Twitter blowing up, IG blowing up.
Mm-hmm. And it's like doing shit like that also deters niggas. Like, how many other celebrities you think sat back and watched the situation like, man, she's fucking with Tiger, she's fucking with Rob, and she went to
J
a hood,
Almighty.
yeah, a hood nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, something wrong in the head
Like
with her.
somebody fuck with you, but you know what I'm saying? The chances of somebody taking you serious is slim to none now.
Yeah, completely agreed. It's all about survival and help over love and respect. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Once you get that help, you back on the because the thing is, I believe, and I can let you chime in on this too. I was about to say 90%. I believe 80% of people really want to be single. It's just that, especially on the female front, being in a relationship is too beneficial.
Yeah, I agree with you too. And I always like ponder. It's like I've just had like a stream of thoughts. Right, it may
Hmm.
not make sense if I say it out loud, but like say like just the concept of just man, woman, wife forever. Like
Hmm.
just think of you and whatever stuff you like. Like look at how taste in women. Look how many different types of taste you got. And you only supposed to be with one chick
Right.
forever?
Right.
Make that make sense to me.
Yeah.
It's
And
like you're not gonna find a perfect. My bad. I don't want to cut you off. Go
no,
ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I
Go
bet
ahead.
you're not gonna find a perfect mate. You know what I'm saying? Because like you like say for you for instance, you got so many things you're interested in. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? You'll want your mate to maybe have like a lot of those interests too.
Right.
So like somebody might be cool with you on the intellect level, but it might not be good in the bed. Or you know what I'm saying, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Or you might want I want somebody I can go out and do photography with, just person that good that with the photography and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. For me, it was like I guess whoever made this structure as far as marriage and stuff goes. Obviously, a lot of people believe it came from God and the Bible and stuff. It's like in if you go back to the biblical times all the way up until like pre social media, it was kind of easier to just be like, all right, I'm not going. I'm not gonna find like my dream girl, so let me get the one that's just best for me. And it wasn't like a lot of options because you didn't have like Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like all you had was like whatever area you lived in, that and the surrounding areas. School. That's high school sweethearts and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or if you got a new job and started a career, maybe you was gonna marry somebody at work, like you said, somebody that got like interest in your life that you can like build with. But it's like now you literally it's just too many options.
Yeah, that's why like so many people fucking cheat and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like no disrespect, I could be wrong. Of course, everything's not 100%. But
Hmm.
even the people who have like longevity relationships and shit, like a good portion of them motherfuckers might be miserable, you know what I'm saying? But they just hung on this idea, oh, I gotta be with this person forever. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
This all I know or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's
I
just
don't want to
it's
grow old and lonely. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and that be a thing too. Like people just don't be wanting to be like lonely. It's like everything is so it's crazy how like everything that we talked about as like younger, the way we grew up, it's crazy how life just kind of rebuttal everything. Like when we had that conversation about when we was in school, remember how teachers used to be like, "Yo, looks ain't gonna get you through life." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or put the game away. Video games ain't gonna take you nowhere in life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like life done literally rebuttal a lot of lessons we were taught growing up,
Right.
and that is starting to be the same way with that. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I got like tasting a lot of different women, but growing up, you only around one kind.
Right.
Now you got access to so many kinds of women. Now you starting to like more types of women. You
Oh,
know what I'm
this
saying?
this all right right there. I want to see what that's about. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. And then And then I know you could chime in on this part too. It's like if you notice the line between being a regular person and interacting with celebrities is like super thin now.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like you know how like we was younger, celebrities felt like majestic and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's that social media. You closer
Yeah,
to your fans, fan engagement.
yeah,
Like you can speak to it like, you know what I'm saying? You got so many celebrities following you, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Or
And it's
interacting with your posts and like you never thought you would never probably see something like that.
right, and
And
it's
these ain't no D-list celebrities and shit, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well, that's like that should be that should just it's just all crazy. Like to just I don't know. At the end of the day, I just feel like more and more, we kind of just like animals,
Right.
and
Like
we
you know
we
what
ne-
I'm saying?
yeah we just need to be experiencing being alive like how everything else on Earth does,
Mm-hmm.
like the animals and the trees and the fly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, that's
But it's just like this just the societal standards.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, especially is mainly with girls because you know they don't want to get labeled a certain way. They think, oh, my girlfriend, she got a nice relationship. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? It's like little dumb shit
Hmm.
like that. And then, you know what I'm saying? Males, we gonna go with it because we playing the game. You know what I'm saying? And we
Yeah.
can only really get with her because you know what I'm saying. If she ain't no, you know what I'm saying, little thought, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you gotta play the game. You gotta quarter. You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk nice. You gotta take her out. You know what I'm saying? Some people spend a little money or whatever.
Hmm.
But I'm about to say we just bypass that shit and just, you know what I'm saying, the people just really be honest and shit. But I don't think people really ready for that.
Facts. Super facts. And we'll get that though, because it's like,
Yeah, it's closer and closer, you know what I'm saying? Just
hmm
like you said, I just think everything needs to be updated. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like no disrespect, like that's why like I never really cared to like kind of like really read the Bible. No disrespect.
Hmm.
The shit just has to be updated and shit. Like it's just like should be contradicting itself and shit. Like how like they say like God loves all his children and shit. But then they'll say like, oh, gays and this, that, and the third. I'm like, I don't know. Like shit just need to be updated. It's new times, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Or you know what I'm saying, like the whole drinking, the sinning, the smoking, and all this other shit. Everything needs to be updated.
Yeah. I kind of um I process the Bible like differently, and I process it for like the stories and learning lessons from the stories because some of those do apply.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in the literal sense, it is quite hard to like digest. You know what I mean? Especially like since you say this stuff was thousands and thousands of years ago, and certain people was angels, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus like not all these obstacles and temptation and just that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So yeah,
You
it's
definitely
like
make a good point with the stories and shit. Like, that shit's always like relatable and shit.
yeah. It's good. It's good life lessons. Like I, that's just how I process it. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna be like certain people because other people like they'll just completely dismiss it and this and that. Like I kind of I like to take like what I can from a little, from everything. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then just go from there. But yeah, definitely agree. If anything, it definitely needs to be like some type of updated version because you know times is super different, and times is going to be different because I'll God forbid, the universe forbid, like a comet hitting the Earth or something. Like, what's the world gonna be like in another 1,000 years?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just where we at with it. So hopefully she done gave up her 3 cars. Hopefully she ain't gotta give up the nice house or whatever. But every female not gonna win this type of game.
Yeah, shorty, you gotta get on your grind, get on your hustler grind. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do something. Direct the TV or some pitch idea for a show or something. You see Jocelyn out here. She's making little waves of her little TV show. I don't know, man. I don't want her to struggle and shit like that, but like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
try to play and you got played.
that is facts or whatever. So what what Jocelyn be doing? You know, she be doing or
She like she was like on Love and Hip Hop and all that shit. And she
right?
spun that shit to her own little TV show called Jocelyn's Cabaret and shit. And I just
Oh,
had like a
okay,
lot of females and they talk about it on the podcast and shit like that. And she's actually going on tour with the show. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying like she got to be on that type of mentality. You're a socialite. You know what I'm saying? You got hundreds, probably millions followers. You know what I'm saying? You got to monetize that shit some type of way, some type of how. You know what I'm saying? That is a currency. You know what I'm saying? You just got to know what you to do with it.
yeah, that's respectable. So is Black China a part of any show? Wasn't she a part of some show or something at one point?
I think her and Rod had a show.
Oh yeah, well we know that's not
Yeah, that's not gonna happen no more. But
right.
so, like you said, like she just got to come up with something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, make a little YouTube page. I mean, I'm quite sure she got YouTube. You know, start something on
Yeah, you
there.
got use your IG, like you said. You got a bunch of different followers. You know what I'm saying? You just got to come up with something. Unless you just gonna hope you gonna try to get child support for only having your kids like 1 or 2 days a week.
Right. Or I'm just reeling in a new celebrity or something. So yeah. We'll see how that plays out. In the meantime, a little bit of brighter news. We had President Biden appointing Taraji P. Henson and Chris Paul, among others, because it's a whole group of people, to the Board of Advisories on Historically Black College and Universities, HBCUs. So this group is basically tasked with the goal of advancing educations to make sure that these HBCUs continue down the path of growing, receiving the best education that they could possibly receive. You know, obviously over the years, they haven't been receiving the same education as the likes of these major universities. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, this group was actually disbanded. I don't know, it didn't say which president did it, but you know, obviously we probably got a couple we could think of, and it was President Biden recently reinstated this group sometime last year, and now he's officially filling out the last members of said group to get things going. Um, President Biden, he gets a lot of slack, man. But every time you turn around, he's doing like little thing after little thing after little thing. You know what I mean?
yeah. It's just the whole thing. You can't please everybody, so you know what I'm saying. So niggas probably give a fuck about that. Nigga, gas prices, nigga.
Yeah,
Niggas
yeah,
know anybody in fucking office right now, gas prices gonna be the gas prices. You know what I'm saying?
right. And it's not his fault. It's Russia. Like
They
you
got the
know,
source. You know what
right. A
I'm
lot of the gas comes from Russia.
saying?
So without fucking with Russia right now, you got to get gas from somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what the fuck you wanted
Right.
to do?
So that's just like you said, can't please everybody. Um, I don't recall outside of maybe like I want to say Bill Clinton, and even then he was going through a lot about to get impeached and everything. I don't recall like nobody ever being really satisfied with a president as long as I've been alive.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Obviously, we had the Bush, then we had Clinton, then we had Bush again, and Obama, Trump, and then Biden. So, but how do you feel about this though, man?
it's dope, man. Dope.
Yeah, it's very dope. Shout out to Chris Paul, man, who's ever
always champion for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
HBCUs, like he wears the little clothesline from the dude Cal. I mean, flag guy familiar with always wearing like the black colleges, gear and
Hmm.
shit like that. That's dope, man.
Very, very dope. Yeah, Chris Paul is definitely one of those notable figures that's moving the needle. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I feel like we need like more non-athletes to do this. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like I feel like the only thing missing from like a strong, powerful black movement is like the civil rights leaders. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
everything we do, and they do a great job, but it's like because they live like such a hefty business life, because everything we do is predicated on like like look like here CP3 or LeBron or some other athletes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's like a lot of obviously they shoulder it well, but that's like a lot of weight on them to like, especially like for the likes of like LeBron, where you force the gotta be the GOAT on the court, and then you got to do a lot of shit off the court. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like that's just. I just wish we had a couple of people that just devoted like this is their thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It ain't no sports, but we'll take the progress we can get it. It's little steps. Um, you want to touch on the Tom Brady and Bruce Arians on again? Well, allegedly, no smoke, no beef or nothing, but
Yeah, man. I had to ask, man. I was hearing rumblings. I'm like, that there was trouble in paradise. You know
hmm
what I'm saying? Like, we noticed during Tom's first year with Tampa that Bruce Arians was kind of talking crazy about
hmm
Tom Brady in press conferences whenever Tom Brady probably has like an off game or whatever. And we thought that was kind of peculiar. Like, what up, cuz? Like, who was you to be coming to Tom Brady? Like, watch yourself.
hmm
But nothing too much came from it. You know what I'm saying? They all went on to win a title and all that. Had a bad year, not bad year, but it didn't end favorable for them. They didn't win the Super Bowl. Tom retires for like 40 days, and then he comes back, and then shortly after, Bruce Arians announces retirement. He's moving up into the top office
hmm
and with the Buccaneers. And I didn't know it was too much. I forgot about that until we talked about it pre-pod, but I forgot about it. I didn't know it was any smoke between Tom and we were speculating. We don't know for sure. You know what I'm
Right, right,
saying? But
right,
it's
right.
coincidences. You know what I'm saying?
hmm Too many of them. Too many coincidences mean that there's no coincidence.
I like that.
Yeah, like always remember that, man. And a lot of the time it's just like context clues. And him retiring him retiring basically signaled that all right, it's over for Tampa Bay. So now like people thinking about leaving, other people thinking about jumping ship. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And then it's like because Adam Schefter had reported that Tom Brady was informed about Bruce Arians' decision a couple of days before he decided to unretire. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And so obviously he steps down, which was a good thing, I guess, in the sense of that situation for Brady, who he has said it was, I guess, rumors allegedly like him and Leftwich would be working on the game plan all week, and then Arians would come in and like destroy it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's wild.
Right. So with that out the way, you can get back to doing what you feel like works best for you and what works best for that offense. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, obviously, I like one thing that Bruce Arians did, which was make Todd Bowles the head coach.
Yeah.
That was dope. We going through a whole thing in the NFL where it's not a lot of black representatives at the head coach position.
Is he the second one, or do we have any others?
Um, I don't. I'm
I
still
think
on the fence about the
Oh yeah,
Miami
cause
coach.
yeah, that nigga, he look white as hell. That shit surprised the fuck out of me. I'm like, this nigga white mix, what?
Yeah, he's a minority, honestly. So you
Two
know,
and a half.
yeah, 2.5. We'll take 2.5, man. We'll take a half. Yeah, I'm glad he appointed Todd Bowles as the head coach. Todd Bowles deserved another shot at it. I don't. He shouldn't have been, penalized for what happened with the Jets. It's a dysfunctional organization. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why like and I always say, even outside of, you know what I'm saying, NFL, like certain positions and shit, you gotta watch what you take, man. You never know, like that shit could leave a stain on your jacket and shit.
hmm And we got the whole Brian Flores situation still going on. Where that's what he said in one of the interviews on the Good Morning America joint. Was saying like it's already hard to get a head coaching job, and now I'm understanding that if I fail here, I'm probably not gonna get another chance, and the owner's trying to force me to take money to lose. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, still on the fence about that whole situation because we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, you really have a short leash as a black head coach in the NFL. Any any other? I mean, Tom Brady's back though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like I know it's been a couple weeks since we had like the little podcast announcing his retirement and shit. But
Mm-hmm.
like I just remember like we was talking, I just didn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't
Yeah,
feel right. It just didn't hit like, damn, this how you about to go out and shit.
yeah. I mean,
But
but technically, he did it.
yeah, he did.
He did it. Ain't like it was just like rumors and shit, and he just oh yeah, no, I'm here. Yeah, he did
Yeah.
do it. I mean, if Arians is the reason, I hope that's not the reason. Like,
Right. And then you got the whole, you know what I'm saying, rumors swirling around about him wanting to go or trading to Miami and shit like that.
yeah,
And I don't think he helped it because I think he had posted a video, a picture of Tyreek and Waddle and shit.
oh yeah, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so we'll see how that works out because who knows? That could be a very true thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're kind of what he likes as far as receiver goes. Obviously Godwin and Mike Evans is cool, but those aren't like your super speedy receivers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he have some nice toys if he go down to Miami.
Yeah, like Tampa Bay, their offense is constructed for somebody with like a big arm. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And at 45, it's just super. It'll be super hard on Brady to ask him to maintain that kind.
Level of play.
Yeah. At least all of them trying to throw all them deep balls and
Right.
shit. You know what I'm saying? He looking like Drew Brees. You see how he was. Um. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. We said the draft's coming up at the end of April.
Yeah, I think like April 28th or something like that.
Okay.
Can't
So
wait, man.
yeah, we'll keep a good eye out on that. So guess we could touch on this playoff NBA playoff play-in scenario. Um, it is about 5 to 6 games left in the regular season in the NBA. Obviously, a lot of teams, well, not a lot of teams, a few teams in each conference are jockeying for the positions. So, where do we want to start? East or West? Let's start in the West. Let's start with the Western Conference. Obviously, last night, a crucial game as far as like playing, ramifications go. Pelicans versus the Lakers, which saw the return of Anthony Davis and LeBron James from injuries, and I guess a last ditch effort to save this season, however they can salvage it. Going against the Pelicans, who have been playing very well. The combination of CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram has been paying off dividends. And I didn't see all of the game. I saw like the fourth quarter and whatnot. I was pretty hyped turning to it because people was tweeting about it. LeBron had I think scored 21 points in the third quarter alone.
Damn.
Yeah, so he was going into the fourth quarter red hot, and the Pelicans were up two heading into the fourth. So I was like, super. So I'm just let me cut on and see how this play out. And as soon as I cut the game on, it was to me it was typical Lakers. Bunch of turnovers, Westbrook taking ill-advised shots. Um, Not playing no defense, no heart. Um, Crying about getting crying thinking they should have got foul calls and allowing the other team to get a break because you too busy crying to the ref. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just they ended up losing. Long story short, too much CJ McCollum and too much Brandon Ingram down the stretch. Literally just getting whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted. And Lakers are full game out of the play-in scenario. So anybody that doesn't know how this works, conferences is 1 through 8 normally for the playoff seeds, but they're adding in two extra places, 9 and 10, and doing a play-in to create some better ratings and drama for the end of the season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And right now, if the season were to end today, because I guess that's just how we'll do it, especially in the East, because the East is a fucking mess. But if the playoffs were into the day, it would be the Pelicans versus the Spurs and the Timberwolves versus the Clippers. That would be the two playing games. So how this works is basically the 7 and 8 seeds play each other. Whoever wins is officially the 7th seed. Whoever loses has to play the winner of the 9 and 10th seed, and whoever wins that game is officially the 8th seed. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna I'm just gonna run through these right quick. Obviously, in the Western Conference, Phoenix Suns are like super red hot. Like you know how when you look at the standings, it be having like the X next to your name for clinching the playoff spot. Like
Yeah.
like they don't got the NBA next to it, which means they clinched the best record in the league. Like
Yeah.
home court advantage throughout the playoffs and the finals, everything. They'll be going against the AFC, whoever that is from the play-in. Um, Probably will make quick work of anybody because they're like smoking hot right now. They're historically hot. They're 62-15 at the moment. Um, which will take us to the second seed, which will be the Memphis Grizzlies versus the 7th seed to be determined after the play-in. Memphis is also red hot. They are 21-2 without Ja Morant, which is crazy, right?
Right.
Dylan Brooks has been super red hot. Jaren Jackson Jr. A bunch of young guns, man. They're not scared of anybody. I like how they play. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
3 versus 6 will be the Golden State Warriors versus the Denver Nuggets.
Oh yeah, we got that.
Um, Jokic, who looks to be heading towards his second MVP, barring some major collapse or maybe Giannis stealing it at the last moment. We'll be going to Golden State to face, we hope, Steph Curry and the Warriors. So you feel like the Warriors got that?
Yeah, if we healthy, we got that, man.
Yeah. Still no word on Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray. So, you know, Jokic has been making the best of what he has. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fucking dog. You know what I'm saying? No matter
Yeah.
who we out there, hey, I'm gonna do it.
Hopefully, I hope he does win the back-to-back MVPs because he definitely doesn't get the respect I feel like he deserves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, we'll take us to the last matchup, which will be the 4 and 5 matchup. Dallas Mavericks versus the Utah Jazz. Man, who do you think will win this one?
Uh, I don't know, man. All
Yeah,
right,
this is
Dallas.
this is a pick 'em
And for Utah's sake, they better hope they win because I'm hearing this is the last hoorah.
for
If they
Spider.
don't do nothing, you know what I'm saying?
After the other night, after another 25-point blown lead, they blew a 25-point lead in the second half to the Clippers. A hurt Clippers team, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, just no excuse for that, man.
Yeah. Donovan Mitchell, when asked about that, he shook his head and said, I don't know, man. It's the same thing as last year. It's the same thing as all the other years. You know, something just got to change. And whatever that means, well, I guess we'll see in, the off season. We got a max spot in Boston that will be available this off season, brother. If you want to,
Man, they already got guards and all that, man. You know what I'm saying? Come to Golden State, man.
Golden State already got God, man.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Clay still working his health back in, you know what
Man,
I'm saying?
Clay back, man. Jazz, we got Marcus Smart and Grant Williams, man.
We ain't got nothing, man. That nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Free my man, Spider, man.
Mm-hmm.
We get y'all Otto Porter
Go ahead.
in the second round pick, man.
Yeah, okay.
They ain't got no leverage, man.
Yeah, man, they got leverage. They got leverage, man. But that will bring us to the Eastern Conference. The Eastern Conference is more set in stone. Obviously, the Lakers still have an outside chance to make this play in. They're only a game back of the Spurs. And I think the Kings have a chance as well. They're only 2 games back of the Spurs with about 5 to 6 games to go. The Eastern Conference playoff / play-in situation is set. The only thing that can change is like the seedings. All the outside teams have been eliminated. So the 9 versus 10 seed would be the Hornets versus the Hawks. The winner of that will go on to face the loser of the Cavaliers versus the Brooklyn Nets. For the rights to be 7 and 8. The 8th seed will go on to face Miami in the first round. South Beach Heat, you know what I'm saying? And the 7th seed will go catch a flight to the Midwest to take on Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks.
Mm-mm-mm.
Right. Um, the 3rd seed, 3 versus 6, would be Boston versus Toronto, which I'm hoping that stays in place. I just have to check up on the situation because apparently a couple of Celtics wouldn't be able to travel to Toronto because they're not vaccinated. And they didn't say who.
Ooh.
They didn't say who, but we will have to wait and see. Now we just played in Toronto. What's this Saturday? We just played in Toronto Tuesday night, and obviously Rob Williams was hurt, so he wasn't in attendance. Horford was at his sister's wedding, so he wasn't in attendance. Jaylen Brown was not in attendance, and Jason Tatum was not in attendance. But if I'm not mistaken, Tatum did say he was vaccinated. I mean, unless he pulling the Aaron Rodgers, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now Jaylen Brown is,
Immunized.
yeah, Jaylen Brown is the woke brother. So
Oh man, the woke brother
he
though.
is the woke brother. So my money is on him not being vaccinated.
Dang, that would suck, right?
It would, cause clearly we
Boston will let this nigga hear it if y'all would go to Toronto and don't make it out of that series.
yeah, which is already a tough matchup with them anyway at full strength. You know
Oh,
what I'm
oh,
saying?
oh, oh, now it's a tough matchup.
You know what I'm saying?
We were
Tough,
just talking about you
tough
that y'all running
matchup.
through everybody.
A tough matchup. You
Don't
know.
get on the pod and act like you do that. Don't do that.
This is a tough,
All right, respect.
this is the defending champions from a couple years ago. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
right. You right.
saying? Yeah. So this is a tough. This is what they say. This will build character right here. You know what I'm
Yeah, you right.
saying? Good. And so that'll take us to our 4 versus 5 matchup, which will be quite interesting, I think. Philly versus Chicago. Both teams have been struggling a lot lately. I think Chicago is on a 6 game losing streak. Philly has lost, I think, what, 3 in a row, if I'm not mistaken. The excitement surrounding James Harden has quickly vanished. Did you hear what Doc Rivers said about him yesterday?
Yeah, man.
How you feel about
It's
that,
it's
man?
it's crazy. It's I don't know. It's just everything's just so upside down. It's like what can you say? What can't you say and shit. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I guess he blamed him
Yeah, yeah.
for
Yes,
them losing
sir.
the game,
Yes, sir.
and apparently that sent shockwaves. Because you can't say that. And then I mean I get it because like you're just coming off this with Ben Simmons. You
That's
know
what
what
Ryan been
I'm
out of Ryan been out of town. He ain't learned his lesson.
saying? Apparently he hasn't because he definitely blamed James for the loss.
Hey, my question to Doc is: do Doc know how close James Harden and Daryl Morey is?
Yeah, don't. And we were just talking about that. Like, man, you can't coach the players. Like, dude, get your ass replaced ASAP. Wills,
Yeah.
watch your mouth, man.
Hey, Doc, we took your side with Ben now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, all right. You want that nice?
yeah,
And
like,
when he
nah,
about to be out anyway? Was he?
yeah, yeah, they
Yeah, okay.
yeah. They about to be out. Yeah, like, only thing I can think of is he trying to speed up this process because he got somewhere else in mind. That's the only thing I can think of.
Oh yeah,
He got like some
he get some
little
Will Smith act up there. If he trying to leave, you know what I'm
yeah
saying?
smack James. It's your fault,
Yeah,
nigga.
man.
Damn it, yeah. But yeah, I feel like all these Eastern Conference matchups in the first round would be like outside of maybe whoever Milwaukee has to, unless Milwaukee can play Brooklyn in the first round. I feel like that'd be a sweet one. But Milwaukee playing like Cleveland and somebody or Cleveland, they started off so hot. Remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
And just went from being in first place in the. I kind of felt like almost all the Eastern Conference teams had a time in first place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at a spot
Yeah.
when you started.
Nah, you just garbage.
Yeah, injuries, man.
Yep. So that's it for the playoff picture. It's like I said, 65 games left. Boston is a little ahead of schedule. I think they only have 3 games left, which is, probably why niggas is getting hurt and all that and forcing niggas to play faster than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
we can get to these hand me down. You want to do the tidbits? Did you have tidbits, right?
Um,
Monique.
yeah. Shout out to Monique and Lee Daniels patching up their tiff kerfuffle after what 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like it's been that long, man.
Right.
But they had a falling out. Monique called out Lee Daniels and Oprah. You know what I'm saying? Like I forgot. I even forgot what it was over. But I guess it was
Right.
just. I guess just their like lack of support. You know what I'm saying? She felt she was like being blackballed, and
Okay.
I think she thought she should have won like certain awards and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? She called out Oprah and Lee Daniels, and they embraced on stage Lee Daniels and Monique. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing repairing a working relationship, so maybe we see something in the future. And I just want to, you know what I'm saying, throw out there in the universe, I was always on Miss Monique's side. You know what I'm saying? All
Okay.
y'all made fun of me and Monique, man. Look at us now, man.
Look at us now. It's funny. Yeah. So the work relationship has been mended because he is gonna cast her as a main character in an upcoming horror movie, which will be like his version of The Exorcist.
Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
go.
So that would be dope to see. It took 13 years, but I guess as long as you're still alive to be able to do it, then that's what counts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Um, you guys something?
nah, go ahead.
More tidbits. I
Mm-hmm.
guess we can do the I think like a couple days ago was the 3rd year anniversary, if that's the right word, of Nip passing.
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle, man.
That's,
That like death is a big thing, but
mm-hmm.
like we don't know these celebrities. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that was one that kind of got to me. Him, Kobe, and
Mm.
then maybe I think Vaughn got to me a little bit.
Right.
If I can remember, I might be missing somebody, but those three definitely. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I was a fan of Nip. You know what I'm saying? Early on, like
Mm-hmm.
listening to Drake, and then Drake doing features with random people, and then it's a song "Killers," and then here's Nipsey Hussle, and he killed it. I think he
Mm-hmm.
might have outshined Drake on that joint. So I listened to Nipsey, the marathon, and all this, and I became a fan of him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then he was just progressing so well underground, selling mixtapes for $1,000, grinding, and he seemed to have the culture, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
on his back, you know what I'm saying, trying to do right, and untimely demise, got murdered right in front of his shop, you know what I'm saying, just out here doing great things, man. It's
Mm-hmm.
was taken way too early.
Any updates from that trial?
I haven't heard nothing. I haven't
Yeah,
heard
it's
nothing,
been
bro.
very low key. Um, I wonder what the hold up. Maybe the pandemic.
It was, but it's like, come on, like how long can you
Right.
prolong that? You know what I'm saying? It's like that's why, like, I don't know. It just didn't really. I don't know. I ain't gonna say that. Just didn't really sit right with me. I don't know. It's some funny shit with that.
Right. Right. Um. Yeah. Definitely. Want to send shout outs to him. Rest in peace to him. Condolences to the family. You know, Lauren London. Um.
Black Sam.
Yeah. Dom Kennedy and a couple of his heavy collaborators from back then.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I wasn't a huge Nipsey Hussle fan, but that's because I wasn't aware of like a lot of the music. Obvi-
Yeah,
Obviously, I heard some songs, and I did have some songs in like rotation, but I just wasn't aware of like how much shit was actually out there. You know what I mean?
yeah. Like I said, he was underground. He wasn't one of the mainstream.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? I said, I was fortunate. You know what I'm saying?
right.
To be privy to him and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just me just being um interested in just new music at the time. I just like if you just caught my ear, I would, you know what I'm saying, go down them wormholes because like, I work in the morning,
Hmm.
like 7 o'clock in the morning, so I needed shit to listen to.
Right.
So like I used to have my zone. I download. It was easy to download back in the day. So you know what I'm saying, download mixtapes, load my shit up, and I'll just put my earphones in and just let shit play. Okay, this is a new genre right here, bam. And then listen to some of his mixtapes back in the day, and like this shit bumps.
Hmm. That's dope right there. Like, um, albeit in a manner where I guess he wouldn't be able to like see it and celebrate it, but you know, a lot of people know his name now. You know what I'm
Yeah, it definitely got his flowers.
saying? Energy may have died down because, like you were saying earlier, I was like, you was like, damn, like it's been 3 years and it wasn't a lot of waves this time around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, shout out to him, man. Rest in peace, Nip.
And also too, you wanna know what else? Like I kind of been thinking about it.
What's that?
You know, he was working on the Dr. Sebi doc.
Oh yeah,
Nick was supposed to pick that up,
yeah,
and
but then
haven't heard nothing about that. I know
yeah.
you think it's because his condition. That's why he
Uh,
slowed Nick down.
well, Nick originally had got in trouble for something. Remember?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he got
I think the
yeah,
comments about
something racist, something racist. Um, and that kind of derailed them for like a long time. Remember they canceled Wild 'N Out for that long time and all that.
yeah,
I mean, obviously Wild 'N Out is back, but if I, we know how corporations work. I'm guessing some type of deal was made. You know what I mean?
okay,
So yeah, we're gonna give you this, but don't be doing too much. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, um,
Yeah, no, like the last tidbit I got, I'll talk to
mhm.
you if you had anything else. April 8th, man, going to be supposedly going to be a big music release. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You got Chloe Bailey coming out. Love her
Ooh,
music.
love her.
Coily Ray.
Her.
I love her.
Huh.
Star-studded album coming out. Tons of features. You know what I'm saying? And then my boy, my highly anticipated Fabio Foreign Bible
Mm.
is dropping on the 8th. It's like tons and tons of music. I guess like none of these artists like scared of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like normally when artists come, you get out of the way.
Yeah.
Cause like people, I don't know if it still holds. I think it still does hold weight. Cause people want that number one album.
You're right.
So I guess they gonna be going head up. You know what I'm saying? This is
Mm-hmm.
crazy. I wouldn't be mad at either one of them get it. I just want good music, great music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like you said, they either not scared or they just don't respect each other.
Yeah. That
Like
nigga
he
Aki
said,
getting it. I ain't tripping all that shit.
he said, "Who dropping Friday?" Oh yeah, fuck them. Yeah, drop that down.
Yeah. Ain't no Drake, ain't no Kanye, ain't no Beyonce, ain't no Jay-Z and that shit like that.
Yeah, the suicide drops. Those suicide drops right
Yeah.
there.
Them jumps you gotta get the fuck out the way for.
Yeah. He said, "Damn, Beyonce dropping Friday." Push that shit back to next month. Damn.
Yeah, no bullshit.
Oh, man. Like, cause them, you can't even push that shit back a week or two with them. You gotta get niggas like a month.
Yeah, because them
Fuck
niggas
them.
will be fucking doing what you gonna do in your first week, and they be doing that shit in their third, fourth week and shit.
Right. Right.
Drake album, fifth week on the number ones, 80K and shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's it. Yeah. Definitely can't fuck with the jugs and shit.
Uh,
Uh, I know a side story about that, right? Was back in the day, Jay Z had said like that's how he gained respect for a lot of more respect for Raekwon and shit from Wu Tang.
okay.
Because he was like at the time, Jay Z was like smoking hot or whatever. I think this is like after the Blueprint, and he was gearing up. I think it was after the Blueprint too. I think he was gearing up for the Black album or whatever. And so Raekwon, who was like man, like real successful after like Method Man and them had their waves, he was like getting success or whatever. And so his label, I'm trying to think, I think it was Def Jam, I think, was trying to give him the like basically push his album either ahead or back because he didn't want to drop on the same day as they didn't want him to drop on the same day as Jay-Z and shit. And so when I guess he went up to the corporate office and he was like, the only way I'm gonna really, get better is if I, go toe to toe with the top competition. So he was like, they was like he called Jay-Z and shit and was like, out of respect, I'm gonna drop on the same day as you, but it ain't because I guess like if you actually know the people, it is like some type of disrespect that go with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's like me and you dropping something on the same, like damn, why would you do that, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like you supposed to be supporting me and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of like undercutting me a little bit. You know what I mean? But yeah, he was brave enough to done. Obviously, Jay Z outsold the nigga around in circles and shit. But the respect was gained and shit. So I don't know. Might be the same situation, man. You say Coily Ray, Fabio Horn, and Chloe Bailey.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Chloe
Yeah,
got a
definitely.
nice little machine. They all got nice little machines behind them now. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I think that's all. Like, yeah. So, what you want to do? You want to do the what the fuck facts, or you want to do the hand me down hits?
It don't matter. Um, we could do the hits. Let's do the hits first.
Yeah, just coming over talking about music. Yeah, let's get right
Yeah.
to the hits.
All right. So I got two nice ones, I think. Obviously both from the '90s, and well, actually, I might have did this one, the first one before. I didn't. Did I do the Tupac one with Unconditional Love?
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah. All right. So this first one is Tupac, Unconditional Love. It's one of my favorite Tupac songs and whatnot. And technically this isn't a hand me down hit, but technically it is in the sense of he recorded this song for MC Hammer. Well, he recorded the song, but then Death Row ended up signing MC Hammer. So he like as a gift, he awarded the song to MC Hammer and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because MC Hammer do got his own version or whatever. But when Tupac died, Death Row ended up releasing his version of the song. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which obviously went on to do good and hit the chart strong and all of that. Obviously, the death and his talent mixed up together. So yeah, that's like the first one, which is a cool little tidbit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at that time MC Hammer had kind of fallen off, went broke. He was the butt of a lot of jokes and whatnot. And Death Row really helped, like at least for that short period of time before Death Row went under. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They really helped, like get some money back in his pockets. And anybody that signed with Death Row in that mid '90s section, you was gonna do good. You know what I'm saying? It's equivalent to joining Golden State with KD and them.
Yeah.
So, so anybody signed there, you was going to eat. You know what I'm saying? My second one, which is crazy, gonna be crazy for me to say that I like this one better than the Tupac one. It's crazy. You remember the hit? This also from the '90s. Lil Kim featuring Lil C's "Crush on You."
Yeah.
Now you hear me on the radio. True.
True.
This song was not meant for Little Kim at all. The song was originally meant for Little C's to be his solo song, which was given to him by Mace via upstart rookie rapper Cameron.
Yeah. Okay. I did hear this before. Yep.
Uh-huh. This was so cool. So this I like to hear like little shit like this because I really like to hear how like New York it was such camaraderie with New York rappers back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So obviously, Mace, who was signed to the Bad Boy, label or deal, had a deal where obviously he was writing songs for Diddy and a lot of the talents, but to help get his good, I guess, best friend at the time, Cameron, upstarted in the business and whatnot. Um, got that song from him and gave it to Lil C's. Obviously, I couldn't really, I couldn't really picture Cameron doing that song.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm even because obviously Cameron had a different style when he first came out. He was more of a fast rapper and all of that. But even that style, it just kind of seemed like that wasn't going to work for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I could barely hear Mel singing. You know what I'm saying? I know they switched. They probably switched it up a little bit. You know what I'm
right, right. But yeah, Lil C's having that song by herself, that'd have been probably out of control too.
saying?
You know. Um, but yeah, obviously Cameron, they liked the song so much that Little C's kept Cameron's verse verbatim. So when you hear that song, you're listening to Cameron. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
And I guess the decision was made later on to add Little Kim to it and make it her song because that's whose song it technically is. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
A Junior Mafia classic, which is that's dope. Like to hear like how each generation was like ushered in. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you transitioning from the Biggie era, and Mason them is still there, but they ushering in like Big L and Cameron. They ushering in like Big Pun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like with the New York shit, like probably how niggas look at Atlanta today and shit. It's like wrestling. Like yeah, certain wrestlers just pop up, but a lot of this shit niggas was ushered in. You know what I'm saying? Like John Cena was ushered in by Kurt Angle, and so on and so forth. And it's just cool to see like that type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my two hand me down hits, man.
That's good shit. That's good shit. I definitely heard the what's name, John, but the way you break it down and you research, add like a lot more to it. I knew
Mm-hmm.
Cameron wrote "Crush on You" and shit, but you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You put more meat on the bone. Pause.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, my good sir.
All right, no problem. Anytime. So my two hits will be centered around one of my favorite artists, Drake.
Okay.
So you know this smash hit from two. No, this was this. I think it was around like 2016, 2017. French Montana's "Unforgettable" with Sway Lee.
Okay.
This track was originally intended for Drake, but
Mm.
Drake um revealed he didn't really like how it fit and with the views or whatever, and ended up passing it on to French Montana. You know, French Montana, one of his good buddies and shit.
Okay.
And the rest is history.
Super
Drake
facts.
missed wide on that one, man. He should have kept that motherfucker.
Yeah. I guess I would have to be like a full-time artist to understand the vision of like, I this ain't gonna fit in the album.
Yeah.
But
Even if it
I
don't fit my out, I'm keeping that motherfucker cut. That's a motherfucking smash,
I
Slim.
about to say I think I could fit a hit on the album. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
especially the way niggas doing shit now, where the shit ain't even gotta make sense. Like, if it may not fit your core album, like niggas is just throwing anything at the end of the CD as a bonus track or
Yeah, I'm
whatever,
about to say
and
that's
that's
like the
gonna get the
classic excuse.
that's gonna get your views boosted up and all that shit. Because Unforgettable did numbers.
Yeah, like yeah, that remind me of the Michael Jackson John, the Thriller album. And Thriller album was like basically all dance and pop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like I did this hand me down hit a couple pods ago. The Human Nature. He got his hands on Human Nature. That didn't fit the album.
Right.
But that you knew that joke was gonna be a hit. He threw it up on there though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That'd be my ideal and shit. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess I don't know. Some niggas might be wanting to be like super structured for their albums, and niggas do concept albums and all that shit. But I'm like, fuck that shit.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to make a banger, a classic.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's dope. That's dope right there. Now, Drake passing up on some shit, ain't he?
Yeah, man, and that's not the only one, right? So this is like reminiscences of how I used to like try to put people on the Drake, right?
Okay.
So according to Justice League, the producer of Rick Ross's classic track Aston Martin Music,
Mm.
Drake heard the beat and wasn't impressed. You know what I'm saying? We didn't make this song specifically for Ross. A few other people actually made songs to it. You know what I'm saying? Actually, they sent it to Drake before Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Ross did a song with Chris and Michelle, DJ Khaled, and then sent it to Drake.
I'm about to say, cause ain't he on it?
Right. That's the crazy part about it. But look, wait, there's more.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then Drake texts Justice League like, "Yo, why didn't you send me this beat? Like, nigga, we sent this to you. You wasn't impressed by this shit."
Mm-hmm.
That's how I was like me trying to introduce people to Drake. Like I tell the story time after time.
Okay.
I was like, I was a technology nigga and shit. So I had all the music. You know what I'm saying? So I used to make CDs for people. And then, like the people are high, like me and you close and shit. Like say like you, oh man, make me this Lil Wayne jump. And I would when I was just getting hit to Drake, I'm like, hey young, like whatever you ask for, I like young, this is Drake, listen to this jump. Like people, I guess people just didn't listen to it, or I guess didn't fuck with it and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But like soon as he hit with Young Money, hey young, you heard of Drake, young, you like yeah, I've been gave you Drake shit, you know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, his new mixtape about to come out soon or whatever, but I mean, I gave you all the other shit. But that's just how that shit was. That shit is just like super funny and shit. Like, how the fuck you have the beat and then say all of a sudden, oh, why you ain't send me this beat? Like, nigga, pay
Mm-hmm.
attention and shit.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to it, shit. And
Guess niggas be moving and shaking and shit.
he probably just trying to save face though. 'Cause like you said, he probably heard the beat and ain't like it. You know, classic little. You know, damn, I see Shorty. I don't really fuck with her though. Then you see somebody else get her and everything that she can do and shit. You know, you're like, damn.
Not y'all like want that now.
Yeah, well, yeah. I just feel like as an artist, I know we keep saying the same thing over and over every time we do this. I just feel like I'd be like super greedy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I would be too. Like, so we say the same thing too. Like, try getting the benefit of the doubt. Don't know at what stage they heard the beat or heard the song. You know what I'm saying? With the ghostwriter or whoever performed the reference track,
right.
however they presented to them and shit, basically and shit. But man, these niggas is passing on fucking smashes.
Like,
At least with Drake, you know what I'm saying, and a few other artists, people who normally pass on shit, they don't be having no fucking hits. So like, I don't know why the fuck y'all pass on shit. At least these niggas got like multi-platinum albums and songs and
yeah.
shit like that. That like, hey, it could be a hard decision at the end of the day. And shit.
Right. This is also true. And they are still producing like you said, smash hits and shit.
Yeah, like niggas ain't gonna go 100%, but like shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
with you though, man. Fuck that
I'd be
hoarding
greedy.
shit.
Yeah, I'd be greedy. Like when they said Tupac recorded like 300-400 songs the year he died and shit. Like I try to be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it'll have to be on some shit like if you hear a backstory about some shit that it got away from me, it's from like the producer or the writer or some shit said like, man, since you ain't doing nothing with it, then I want it back. It's gonna be some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I try to hold on to it, but like so you can't only put out the X amount of music and shit. So
Right,
some shit
right.
might get away from me that way, but other than that, me just like, nah, that shit ass.
Facts. Yeah. Completely agree. And that's crazy. Man. But yeah, he definitely got some good leeway. So like you said, niggas be one hit wonders.
Or no hit wonders like that.
Yeah.
Nicole Social good shit. Like her only claim to fame was the Pussycat Dolls, and she had so many motherfucking hits that she could have had and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Passing up on shit like, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. All right, so that's good shit right there, bro.
Appreciate it.
So we can get to these what the fuck facts before we get up out of here. Um, so mine's today, is we normally do like the animals of nature and stuff. So I kind of halfway, stuck with that as well as like putting a little twist to it. So it's gonna be half nature, half death row penalty esque. So we know how like when people get put on death row, they got different ways of like executing them and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got the gas chamber, the electric chair, lethal injection. Um, so there used to be another option as far as like the execution style goes, and that was the option of being eaten alive. So obviously, that's a very popular saying. We use that shit all the time, like when we getting bit up by like mosquitoes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this is where the nature comes in at. So when you were on death row and you were going to be put to death, they would take you to like a wooded area, right? A heavily wooded area, and obviously they would like restrict you so that you couldn't move and you couldn't make any movements or anything like that. They would slather you up in a bunch of honey and whatnot, and they would place you inside of a log, and they would let nature do its thing. People will begin to get eaten up by bugs, worms, animals will come along, just you know, nature doing its thing, and that is how I forget what's this name here. It's called scaphism.
Mm. What a way to
So
go.
yeah, that was a very popular execution style before obviously they got rid of it for these more conventional methods. So that is my what the fuck fact of today because I did not know that, and that is like, yo, that's crazy.
That is crazy as fuck. Bro. What a way to go, bro.
Like, let's tie you up real good, like cover you in honey, put you in like a log,
Long ruling death. Ugh.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. But yeah, that's mine. What do you got, my good brother?
All right, my what the fuck fact is, you know they got the moniker of being heavy drinkers.
hmm
So 1 in 4 Russian men die before 55. According to a study done by University of Oxford, 1 in every 4 Russian men will die before 55 because of their high vodka consumptions.
Mm.
For comparison, in the UK, only 7 men die before 55. The average Russian drinks about 20 liters of vodka a year, while the
Damn,
average British person drinks about 3 liters. God damn,
God, 20
cuz.
liters of vodka a year.
That's a lot of fucking vodka, bro. And like having an average life of 55, shit, because of that shit.
Yeah, damn, that's like. I guess if you was on pace to live 100, that's cutting your shit in half.
Right.
I'm like, damn.
I know them niggas some drinkers, but they some drinkers.
Like, yeah, I'd be like really confused. Obviously, it's a coping mechanism, obviously, but do liquor like be that good?
You said, do liquor be that good?
Yeah, like vodka, like I don't know.
Uh,
I've tried a little bit of not
it
everything.
don't be that good, but it's an enhancer. Like I only like to drink like when I'm out and
hmm
about social shit.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't just drink at home and shit like that. Just off the everyday, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. It got to kind of be somewhat of an occasion or some shit.
Okay.
Or like I don't know, maybe take the edge off of a certain day, a week, a long month or some shit. But that shit ain't that good. And vodka definitely is not that good. Like I don't know, like people always have that preference between white and brown, but vodka always gives me like the worst fucking headaches and hangovers and shit.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just that's a lot, you know. And it's like
Yeah.
niggas drinking that shit straight.
Right,
Like,
I about to say, they probably is drinking that shit straight.
yeah, cause they be going hard over there.
100 proof and all that shit.
Yeah, they got their little pubs and all of that.
No bullshit.
Damn, that's crazy. That's a lot of liquor. No, liver and kidneys and stuff like that.
No bull.
Uh, yeah, that's great stuff right there. One in
Def-
four.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that will conclude the podcast. Feels good to be back.
Yeah, man. Try to be better, being more consistent, and bringing breaking news. You know what I'm saying? A little bit
Yeah.
better. So like we plan to have what I'm saying, a wrestling episode come out Tuesday. We're gonna talk about Ring of Honor, this
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania weekend, which is going down now,
Mm-hmm.
and
Um.
after shows like Raw.
Yep. And then, like you said, just anything that any little thing that like a major event happens or something like that, we can do like impromptus.
Hmm.
And yeah, completely agree with that. But other than that, this has been another Head for the Hills podcast, and we out.
Bye.